Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play The Witcher 3. So, as you may remember, we left off the last episode at the docks during the night after saying goodbye to Triss. And after ending that episode, I decided to use the opportunity to grab some of the loot that you can find on the streets, you know, all the boxes and crates the town is littered with. Because during the night there are fewer guards and you probably won't get caught picking up that stuff. And while I was doing that, I actually discovered, well, two interesting things. First of all, I kinda ran into a small mini quest. I didn't remember to record it, but it was really short, so you're not really missing much. Basically, there were some guys who were harassing an elven woman. I think she was a prostitute, and I told them to fuck off, and they did, but the woman wasn't exactly grateful for that. So that basically was the whole quest, so you're not really missing anything. But then, while I was trying to pick up some loot, I found something interesting. I found apparently some sort of loose brick on a wall. And right, I found a note hidden inside it. This one, note left by a spy. Negotiations with the trade corporation continue. The merchants have agreed to almost all of the Emperor's conditions. Outlook positive. Rumors has abound that Radovid has found a way to get his hands on Novigrad. The key to Novigrad is the eternal fire. Control the hierarch, control the city. A plan is in the works. Next message, the stash at crippled Kate's. So, apparently we have a note by a Nilfgaardian spy, and apparently the Emperor is trying to, you know, get a hold of Novigrad by making a deal with the trade corporations. So, that is interesting. And this note gave me a quest. This one, hidden messages of the Nilfgaardian kind, so I can go and try to find the next note and see where this leads me. So this is going to be interesting. But I think I'm not going to do this today because I kinda want to deal with Dandelion's quest, which was a pretty bizarre one if I remember correctly. It kinda involved charming a woman to make her borrow money from her father so that Dandelion can use it to invest into his establishment, his cabaret. And I'm supposed to help him to do that, which is actually kind of a shitty thing to do, but I guess I'm going to do it. And yes, I'm supposed to borrow a prop sword from Madame Irina. I actually have a prop sword already, because I bought it in a pawn shop while I was playing Gwent, a blunt sword. Maybe it's not the proper one. It was labeled quest item when I bought it, but maybe I need to find a different one, or maybe I just have to talk to Irina first in order to trigger this. But yeah, let's go and talk to Irina.
Oof, I've worked up quite the appetite.
And see what she has to say. Well, look at that. That is an interesting mirror. But I don't think the mirror is actually showing you a reflection. Either that or Geralt is a vampire. You heard it here first. Anyway, let's go and talk to Irina, who is apparently, yes, she's in here.
Ah, so good to see
you. Yeah, let's ask about Dudu first.
You and Dudu know each other well?
Yes, though he's never told me much about himself. He was a merchant once?
Dudu always had a penchant for enterprise. Probably too honest to succeed in Novigrad, though.
Precisely. I've told him countless times that no matter how many times he changes his appearance, the good in him will always emerge. Bloodthirsty tyrants and vicious assassins. He played them so poorly. That must be why. Whereas he always made for an excellent trusted servant or ghost of the old king.
Okay. Well, but I'm actually here because I need a prop.
Got a request. Need to borrow one of your props. One of the swords you use for stage battles.
My. Whatever do you need that for?
I don't know, but Dandelion claims it's essential.
Oh, yes. I suspected Master Dandelion might have a hand in this. I certainly hope you don't aim to compete with me. Voila.
Thanks. I'll try not to damage it. So long.
Oh, okay, so she actually gives it to me. Yeah, it's pretty much the same sword. But for some reason the quest didn't register it the first time. And I kinda expected her to tell me, oh well, we don't have it anymore, I had to pawn it and you need to fetch it from the pawn shop. But she just gave it to me. Which is nice because it's less running around. So now I need to go back to no, I don't. Oh, I'm supposed to meet Dandelion near Sophronia's house. Okay,
On your way?
let's do that.
Stay longer.
Just look at the
Far
freak.
safer with you.
know when they'll accuse me of witchcraft.
Oh, slow down.
Alright,
My daddy's a
this
witch
seems to be
hunter.
the place,
She's
but
our
I
friend.
have to meet him after dusk, so let's meditate for a while. Is this late enough? Apparently it is.
Ah, finally made it. Listen, here's the plan. Sophronia loves adventure-filled romance novels. I can be a hero in her eyes if I can just save her from a bandit.
Really?
I'll have her eating out of my hand, and there's no way she'll begrudge me that loan.
That's your plan?
Want
Really?
me to be the bandit?
Knew you'd see the sense in it right away.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. That's your plan?
Are you serious? That's your brilliant plan?
I never called it brilliant, but any kind of plan is better than none.
Garrett doesn't think
Written
so.
your lines already,
You've written what?
so you know what to say during the performance. Here, and your mask. Put it on. Sophronia can't recognize you.
But
No time. Sophronia's coming. Stick to the plan. We'll meet at the Rosemary in the morning.
Despite what you may think, I'm still not an actor.
Ah.
stop right there.
What is this? Help! Save me!
Okay. Alright, let's play along.
Tremble, flaxen-haired wench. Bow before the Prince of Thieves.
Not so fast. Drop your sword, scoundrel. This is your first and last warning.
Dandelion!
'Tis I, though the scum of the city call me the Crimson Avenger.
Crimson Avenger? What? More like the Crimson Asshole. Oh,
No,
oh dear.
not the Crimson Avenger.
Oh god.
Silence, vermin! You shall regret the day you were born.
Also, good job, Garrett, covering the lower part of your face and not your eyes, which basically give you away as a Witcher.
You're better than I thought.
Yeah, I don't know. I suppose I have to
Any idea who I am?
let him win this if he wants to impress his lady.
The Crimson Avenger triumphs again.
My hair! Are you well?
One blow struck true. Another scar from my collection.
Come inside. I shall bandage you up. Be gone, vile bandit, or the Crimson Avenger will beat you senseless!
Okay. Yeah, I'm out of here. I'm totally out of here. Okay, that was very bizarre.
Granted, it's not a witch
Again,
better than
kind of a shitty move
it can be worse.
to try to get her money that way, but okay, I guess we're doing this now. Yeah, let's go back to the Rosemary in time and meet up with Dandelion again.
Youth these days. They're brave. mind all that.
Okay, we are back here, but we need to meet him in the morning. So again, let's meditate for a few hours.
You got a talent and character.
Apparently that's not long enough. Apparently, he's going to take his time. So I don't know. Or maybe I have to meditate for like at least 24 hours. I don't know. Okay, apparently that's enough.
There's been a misunderstanding. You're here too early.
We agreed to meet today, so we've come today. Supplies are all hauled in and the crew's raring to work. We'll start just as soon as our lovely directress gets round to deciding on the decoration.
But Dandelion doesn't even have the coin to pay you.
Turns out he does now, or soon will. At any rate, he's working on it.
See, it's all peachy. So will you finally decide what style you want for this interior?
Yeah, I don't know. What are our choices?
What are our choices?
Master Dandelion said he was torn between boudoir style and theatre decor. Promised to let us know his choice as soon as we arrived. Now we're here, but no decision's been made. And the lady's horribly surprised she's to choose. Though apparently this whole renovation's for her sake.
For me?
Well, it's not for me. Now, would you please decide where I bust a vessel?
I've no idea what Dandelion would like. Geralt, you've known him longer. Say something.
Yeah, I don't know, but if it's going to be a cabaret, I guess theatrical would be fine. Let's just pick that.
You're both stage artists, and cabaret's a form of theater. Interior should reflect that.
A wonderful choice it is. At last. Gentlemen, you're done lollygagging. Get to work.
Okay, this was fast.
Well, guess this cabaret's the real thing.
Ever since Dandelion inherited this place, he's talked about it constantly. I just never expected him to take action. And so quickly.
Who knows? Might even settle down now. He'll have to keep an eye on the business. Who would have known?
Despite what people say about him, Dandelion approaches life very rationally.
Are you sure about that?
We talking about the same Dandelion? Man who loses a fortune worth half of Novigrad in one night?
Dandelion can also be responsible. He always pays anyone who works for him on time, and he's never missed a performance.
Sure hope your opening won't be the first. He's still not here.
Well, he said as soon as he got the coin, he'd go see Polly, our choreographer. She's missed the last few rehearsals. I certainly hope he's not gotten into trouble.
Anything's possible with Dandelion. Let me see if I can't find him.
Polly is not that the name that Zoltan gave to the owl? I think the owl was named Polly as well. Anyway, apparently I now have to find Dandelion because he hasn't shown up after his little date with Sophronia. Okay, let's head over there and see what's going on with him. What's your problem?
What's the ruckus about?
Polly and her half-brained fiancé. They're fighting. She's the only one in this town who knows anything about choreography, and that lummox won't let her work for me. Hold on. What are you doing here? We were gonna meet at the Rosemary.
We were,
yes,
but you didn't show.
Right.
Priscilla started to worry, so I came to see how you were doing.
Priscilla started worrying about me? That's so nice.
Less for her than for you, I'm sure. So let's get back.
Did you not hear what's going on in there? We've got to help Polly. Why do beautiful women always end up with such dicks?
No idea. Stand back. I'll break the door down.
Wait! Do we have to destroy her house? She keeps a spare key around here somewhere.
Garrett is so done with this already. So how do you know about the spare key?
How would you know she keeps a spare key around here?
It's not as if we started working together yesterday. Before Polly joined forces with Hubio,
You'd visit her? Often?
I'd hide out here while Priscilla and Polly rehearsed at the Rosemary and Thyme. They worked on the dance numbers. I composed.
So, Polly's not one of your...
I never mix business and pleasure.
The one exception being Priscilla.
Who you were just saying is worried about us. So enough of the chatter and start looking.
Okay, let's find that key.
Fine. Let's find the key.
Look for the key using your witch's senses.
Find
I
anything?
see some stuff over here.
Not here.
How about this one? Yep, I found it.
The key.
So, let's check out what's going on inside here.
Whoa! What the devil's this? Get out of my house!
Watch it, and leave the woman alone.
What the... She's my betrothed.
But I'm not your property.
I love her. I'll not let her sway her ass in his brothel.
Whoa, slow down there a minute. This is clearly one gigantic misunderstanding. One I can clear up in the blink of an eye.
Shove your excuses up your ass. Sod off, or I'll split your skull.
I don't know. Let's have Dandelion handle this.
My friend asked you nicely, so please be courteous in return and hear him out, or we'll settle this another way.
All right, talk.
Hubio, right? Polly's told me so much about you. She said you're erudite and have an open mind.
You said that? Well, there's a truth to it. My mind's the open salt, but its open saltedness ends when my betrothed starts wagging her ass around brothels. Get out of here, both of yous. Polly's not going anywhere.
Yeah, just let him finish.
Let him finish. There's no brothel involved.
You see, friend, Geralt just hit the nail on the head. For what you have there is the old publicity placard.
Old?
Very. From a time when my establishment was under different management. I, however, would never let any indecency take place in my cabaret. My very reputation precludes it.
So, what's all this about?
Your betrothed is a first-class artiste, and I want to offer her a position worthy of her talents. She's to be my choreographer, and that in turn means she'll receive a share of the proceeds from every performance she choreographs.
You mean to say... coin?
And fame. No flirting required. You have my word.
Suppose... in that case...
I knew you'd agree.
It's settled then. See you at the Rosemary, Polly.
Okay, well,
Well,
that worked
I'm
out.
off.
I'll catch up to you. Whew. Never expected that to go so well.
It probably would have been quicker if Garrett just, had taken care of it, but I like it better this way.
You handled it well, Dandelion. Man was putty in your hands once you called him erudite.
In negotiation, as in combat, the key is to find your opponent's weak spot and exploit it to the hilt.
Okay.
So, time to head back?
I've still got to stop by Rotlegs. Commissioned some new placards from him a while ago, but Hubio came across the old version. Plowing artists got some serious explaining to do.
Okay, and who is this guy?
Who's Rodlick?
Never heard of him? Hank Rotlick, famous portrait artist?
Commissioned a portrait artist to paint your placards?
Henry's an old friend, needed the coin. And I decided we needed new placards to promote the opening performance. Seats won't fill themselves, you know.
Alright, I guess I will get them for you and you head back to the Rosemary.
I'll go see Rotlick. You head back to the Rosemary, where Priscilla will have my head.
Really? You'd go?
No, said that for the hell of it. Tell me where he lives.
Portside.
See you soon.
Okay, so now we need to find that guy and get placards from him. Huh. Where would I have to go for that? Way over here. Okay. You know, whenever I have one of those timed decisions, I wonder what would happen if I don't make a decision, if I just let the counter run down. I mean, presumably, Garrett will do something anyway, or something will happen. But I always wonder what he would choose if I don't make a choice. I mean, there are some cases where the choice is basically between, you know, doing something and not doing anything at all, so basically inaction. In which case it would make sense if the game defaults to inaction if you don't make a decision. But I mean, in this case, for example, your decision was between, you know, negotiation and attacking.
Looks like rain.
And I wonder what the game would choose if I don't make a choice. I don't know if it's maybe random or if the writers have decided on a specific path that Garrett will take if you don't make a decision in time. And I think it would be interesting to make a playthrough of the game where you don't make any decisions when you have a time decision, and just see where the game takes you if you don't make any decisions, and see how the game will end if you just let the game decide, basically. Anyway, we are at the place, so let's see what's going on here. Well, you don't look like painters.
Looking for Rotlick.
You ain't alone. Damn halfling's in debt to half the city, but I'm here to scrape mine before the carcass is picked clean.
There's not enough for everyone, so bugger off. Feeding time's first come, first served.
Can't let you steal from him, because that's totally not what I'm doing all the time. But, I guess it wouldn't hurt if I, you know, try to please this guy, because we need the placards from him, right? So I'm going to stop the guys from looting his place.
You're not gonna rob him.
Strange, don't recall asking your permission. Get him, Fred!
Let's
Okay.
dance.
Oh, apparently we're in a fist fight now. I didn't expect this to happen. Yeah, it's a fist fight. I can't actually draw my weapon here. Alright, let's see what we can do here.
Regret this, mutant.
Okay. They're pretty tough. But, we managed to deal with one guy. And now let's take care of the second one. Alright. And there we go.
Tell me what you want, damn it!
Placards.
There ain't no ploughing placards here.
And Rotlick, where's he?
Same place as always. Vehicle bud estate. Losing his last crowns at the races.
See? Wasn't that easy? Could have said so right away.
Okay, and now I have to get to the Vegelbud resident and talk to Rotlick there. This is another convoluted Dandelion quest. I see. Okay, let's find the next fast travel spot and head over to the Vegelbud residence.
you'll find I've everything you could ever...
Okay, let's travel over here. And see where that guy is. He's at the races, so probably over here at the race course.
Gods and men, dumbstruck with awe, behold, madly galloping poetry.
I don't want to talk to that guy.
Deepest apologies.
Where are you? Oh, I see. Maybe. Yeah, this guy.
Back out on that account, eh?
Won't have much of a choice before long.
Come now, old sport. We can't allow that. Who'd I wager with then, eh? Listen, here's what we'll do. We'll make one more bet. If you win, I'll pay your debts and we'll continue playing. What do you say?
And if I lose?
One worry at a time, old chum. Well, I'll have to place my bet.
This sounds like a terrible idea.
You Rotlick?
Henri Rotlick, artist, painter, debtor, and martyr to my art. At your service.
Dandelion sent me.
Oh, yes. But tell him his placards are done and safely hidden away. Yet, alas, I cannot fetch them, as a group of angry creditors has seized my home.
Think I might have run into one of them.
Then you know my predicament. And now Count de Louverton has offered me the chance to win it all back. I'm to wager on a race.
Who is that guy?
Generous. Not just anybody could afford to do that.
De Louverton is not just anybody. He's Duke Sam's youngest son. Sam of the well-known family of gem dealers. One debt more or less makes little difference to him.
And what do you worry about?
What's there to worry about? This is your chance to settle up, get a clean slate.
We've had a spell of bad luck lately. Should I agree to de Louverton's offer and lose, I shall be in bondage to him for all time.
I'll win the race for you. Well, I suppose I could just pay it to speed it up, but yeah, sure, let's do the horse racing.
Let's do this. I'll enter the race. You'll bet on me, win, pay your debts, then give me the placards.
You're that good a rider?
Far from the worst. Go tell the Count you accept his offer.
Okay, I think I should be able to do this.
Giddy up.
Alright. I have that ridiculously huge trophy. It's almost like a handicap. But I trust Roach to be able to race even with that thing. Well, look at that horse over there. It's very fast, even without a rider. Fascinating. Why is there a horse without a rider on the track? Very mysterious. But I hope that horse is not going to count. No, it's not going to count for the actual race. Alright, let's not lose it on the last meters. There we go.
Take it easy.
Thank you. I never expected this. May I ask to what I owe this generosity?
Let's just say I like to do a good deed from time to time. Can we get those placards now?
I'll bring them to the Rosemary in time, just as soon as I settle my obligations.
Fine. See you there.
Okay, so this is done as well. Let's head back to Dandelion. I suppose. Mastercrafted saddle. I may actually have that already. I have a much better one actually, so I can just sell that. I know there's a fast travel point somewhere around here. There we go. So, yeah, let's get back to the Rosemary.
Duty calls.
Dandelion! Grand opening tonight. Grand in the evening.
We start
Alright, Dandelion, anything else that I need to do for you?
Dear, the piece is sad, melancholy. It needs a minor key.
But I wanted
to ruin everything. We'll start in E minor.
Already planning for your first performances?
Well, well. See, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
I love it. Especially the, accoutrements on the wall.
The what?
What about Rotlick? Did you get the placards?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Great! The best way I can think of to promote the chameleon.
The chameleon? So it's not the Rosemary and Thyme anymore?
Never mentioned wanting to change the name.
Rosemary and Thyme wasn't all bad, but it conjured images of Temerian cuisine served by waitresses in peasant garb. Chameleon's a lot better for a cabaret, apart from which it emphasizes that the place has undergone a transformation. Just a better ring to it all round.
Alright, if you say so. And what about the choreography?
What about choreography? Prepared anything special for the opening?
We haven't. But Polly has. She's priceless. Came in and brought the girls in line before I could say knickers. Premiere will have the audience on their feet, on their knees, both at the same time.
So, when's the grand opening?
Guess everything's ready. So when's the opening?
Soon. We start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my dress.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Seems my cabaret dreams are about to come true. So, around to celebrate? I'm buying.
Alright, sure.
Why not?
That's my boy. The foreman mentioned he saw you and Priscilla talking.
He's all right.
And she say anything about me?
She said you're fat and you smell. Oh, that's awful. I don't think I'm going to lie to him. She actually praised you.
She said something that made me think she's not entirely normal.
What?
That you're responsible, got your feet planted firmly on the ground.
You're pulling my leg.
Not this time.
Yeah, you may have something there, Dandelion.
One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from Sophronia?
Ugh, wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her for 4 hours. 4 hours from the Cloak and the Dagger.
You mean you didn't...
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am?
I don't know, Dandelion. You sometimes do stupid stuff, you know.
She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time, you know.
So it's true. A woman's vanity knows no bounds.
Master Dandelion!
Says the right person.
Priscilla, she's...
What? Speak, man.
She's badly, been attacked. They took her to Vulmerius Hospital.
Attacked? She's hurt? Geralt, come with me, please.
Of course. Let's go.
Oh no. What happened? Why?
Gods. Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
I'd say that's certain. Her condition's critical but stable. Beg your pardon, but you are a relative?
Relative? No, a friend. A very close friend.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz, head of surgery. Until recently, a lecturer at Oxenfurt Academy.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus. Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
Why? Yeah, this was no ordinary attack.
So this was no ordinary attack, no robbery.
Clearly not. It was the act of a demented mind, and not its first.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no heart.
No heart? You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you another favor. Find the bastard who did this. Find him. And kill him.
Don't need any convincing. Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse. It has yet to be autopsied. Doing so could very well provide some clues. No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac to strike again, I'd prefer to excise him. Not unlike a tumor.
Alright, alright. And yeah, I remember overhearing this guy talking about, you know, corpses missing hearts, and I was like, hey, do you have a monster problem? Let me take care of it. Maybe you should have, let me look into this a long time ago. So are you sure you want to do this?
Great analogy, but this tumor's not gonna sit there, wait to be excised. Appreciate the help, but I doubt you know what you're getting yourself into.
I know perfectly well, and I assure you I can take care of myself.
Easy assurance to make, harder to back up, especially if you've spent your whole life wielding a scalpel, not a sword.
Look at this scar. Don't be shy. Any idea what leaves such a mark?
A flail. Morningstar, maybe.
What do you think? A blow sustained at the operating table? No? Let me repeat. I know what I'm doing, and I wish to help.
Okay, fair enough. So, can I get into the morgue?
Think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also get inside through the sewers.
The sewers? Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for, the pursuit of preventive medicine.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing. Interesting.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's pick this option, because I think...
No. Need to tend to something first.
In that case, we shall meet by the Kingfisher. I'll await you there.
I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Hemmelfart himself.
Thanks.
Yeah, because I kind of want to make a cut here and end the episode. But yeah, this ended on a pretty sad note all of a sudden. And we got a new quest. Carnal Sins. Alright, go meet with von Graz. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to continue this in the next episode so we can find out who did this to Priscilla. But this episode is long enough, so let's make a cut here. And as usual, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and see you again next time.